applications, and a lot of people are going to apply, a lot. So what are you going to do? You screen and prepare shortlist. So screening and shortlisting. What is screening? Now you want only one person to occupy a particular position. 100 people have applied. The question is, are you going to call all of them for interview? No. The cost involved will be so high. So maybe you may decide that you are going to call only 10 of them for interview. So you start screening. Okay, you pick the first letter. No, this one because of ABC. No, you will not pick. You pick this one. You pick that. You do the screening, and then as you are doing the screening, those that you are going to select, choose to call for interview. That will be those who are going to be shortlisted. So when you prepare your shortlist, the shortlist will have 10. Now, if you look at the name, shortlist, the list was long. Now, this one, just take it like that. The list was long. You have cut it short. So shortlist. Shortlist. You just take it like that. So you do your shortlisting by choosing the ones that you can potentially employ. So 10 people. Once the shortlist is done, all those who are shortlisted will be called for interview. Now, I brought this thing here, selection test. Some organization, you have interview and then you have test. Test. You write test, you write it. Interview is face-to-face conversation. But in some organizations, you actually write test. Maybe in English language, if you want to be a secretary, certainly they want to find out your proficiency in the language. So you write test. You write an aptitude test. But some organizations, you may not write a test. So that is for that one. Once the interview has been conducted and all the test has been written, you see, when you are applying for any position in any organization, you write that if they want to know more about you, you give 2 referees, 2 people that they can consult, and that is what we call reference. So they will check the reference. If you said that, for example, you have completed school, you have applied for a job, and you said that if they want to know more about you, they can write to your former business management tutor, blah, 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 whatever. They will come to me. They may either call, they may send me a message, they may come to me directly and then inquire about you. That is the check reference. Check reference. Then, when they have done that, you may go for medical examination to see your physical suitability for the job. Your physical suitability for the job. So, you may go for medical examination. Anybody who passed the medical examination and then the interview, there will now be final selection. So you'll be choosing, the best candidate will be chosen for the job. Then once you are chosen, remember, it's a contract. You apply for the job, so you made an offer. It is a company that is going to accept your offer. And they can only accept your offer by giving you appointment letter. So when you are issued with your appointment letter, then the company has accepted your offer. So long as you have not received the appointment letter, your offer has not been accepted. Then finally, you will be placed on the job. Placement. You will now be placed on the job, and then you start the work. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of today's lesson. Today, we were looking at recruitment. We talked about the meaning of recruitment. We look at the sources of recruitment. There are 2 main sources, internal and external. Then we look at the sources of the internal source, sources of the external source. Then we look at the advantages of the internal source. We look at the disadvantages of the internal source. Then we look at the external source, the meaning of external. When you say external source of recruitment, what it is, we are talking about that one. Then we look at the sources of the external source. We look at the advantages of the external source. We also look at the disadvantages of the external source. And then we look at the steps involved. Please note that The steps involved here, you may read other books. I even, you know, in your book, I have 3 models. It can change, so it is not like every steps you see it as it is, but most of the things here will be there. So that's why I've decided to choose this one. But there are others. Some will say that you specify the job description, you specify man profile. Then when they say you specify job description or you specify man profile, that is looking at the job analysis. Then from there they will be moving to other steps. Some will not even bring placement. But you try as much as possible to look at it, whatever it is. Most of these things will be found everywhere. But there may be slight variations. So that is that. Till we meet again another time to continue with still this topic on recruitment. Have a nice day. But remember that you must read your book. You must read your notes, and then you take note of certain things. We will meet again another time. Bye bye.